at least for her dad, Bruce, and I. We had been planning for an adoption that fell through in the final weeks, only to find ourselves a short time later at St. Mary's Hospital in front of the nursery window, reading a sign on a bassinet that said, "Baby Girl Brown." What a fairy tale ending. We adored her, and we fought over which of the two of us she looked more like. Bruce took delight in everything she did. He cut the crust off her bread. He just treated her like a princess. He made meatloaves that looked like Mickey Mouse. And when it came time for her to trade her tricycle in for a bicycle, fearing she might fall, he took the wheels off, but he held her seat, bent over, and ran alongside the bike. They say that a girl's first true love is the love of her father. So it was a tragedy when, in her young life, she lost him. We moved on, the two of us. She formed friends in school where she was required to wear a uniform. But she showed her independence by wearing 2 different colored socks every day. This independence continued into the preteen and teen years, where Rebecca seemed to be involved in one drama after another. But for me, it was more of a mystery or a detective story as I searched under her bed for missing homework assignments, or I answered the phone from teachers that would say they had called earlier only to be told that no one by the name of Patricia Brown lived there. I remember taking the dog out in the morning, and he would curiously sniff at her bedroom window, and I suddenly realized that she was sneaking out at night. She had moved on to adventure novels and romance novels. Those were some tough years, but fortunately we were able to make it through before I had to write a crime novel of my own. So back to the romance novels, although some would be better classified as short stories. That is until Chris entered the scene. What can I say? And no one recognized that more than my 97-year-old mother. After meeting him for only the first time, she declared, "I really like that boy." And that was really puzzling to me because she had never made such a quick assessment of anybody before. So I asked her, how could that be? She would, come to say that she liked him so well, and she says, "Patty," this is her voice, "have you ever met anyone that you immediately liked right off the bat?" I said, "Yeah, I guess so, Mom." "Well, that's the way I felt about Chris."
Aww.
And she proved it to him when at our Sanibel family holiday, she hit him in the butt with her cane. He was assured of her affection, but apparently he wasn't so sure of mine. They had been dating for a while, and Rebecca disclosed to me, "Mom, Chris isn't sure that you really like him." Of course I liked him. They hadn't been dating too long when Rebecca had to present her final interior design project for graduation. of course, it was a project about a bookstore, right? What else could it be, right? She was under a lot of stress, and he was trying to help with the mechanics of putting it all together. She snapped at him several times because he wasn't meeting her exacting standards. I told him if I were him, I would dump her. But fortunately, he didn't listen to me. He persisted with his quiet strength and patience, and I came to admire the mutual respect that grew between them. It was different from any other relationship she had had. Besides that, I realized how much he valued family. He talked with affection about his grandparents, his brother Rob, Aunt Deb, and Uncle Rich, his cousin Jason, and his half-brothers. He loved his mother, Lynn, and communicated with her every day. How could I not like a guy like that? I think it was a birthday card when I included a little footnote that said, Chris, have I ever told you how much I like you? It's a little exchange that we have going on between us now all the time. Rebecca, I love you, and I'm so proud of you and the woman that you've become. You have a wonderful sense of humor, an easygoing spirit. You've excelled in your field, and along with Chris, you share in the love of family. The two of you are already adding to your library with an interest in boating, fishing, and the culinary arts. I'd call you foodies. And I hope that your literary collection might even include child rearing one day.
Pressure.
But we know that life is not a movie or a novel where all the plot twists are worked out in the last frame or chapter. So you might expect good times and bad times. Lean on and support each other with strength and courage. As long as you keep your sense of humor and bond together, you'll make it through just fine. Your literary collection is your life's journey and your life's destination. So, woo! So I toast you. I ask God to bless you both. And Chris, son, have I ever told you I loved you?